Hi everyone, Empress Justice here. If you'd like to check out daily readings, you can check them out on Empress Justice Tarot, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. I've just uploaded them all now, so you can go check that out. Also, you'd like to check out my August 2022 readings on Empress Justice Tarot. I'm not even asking, you'd like to check them out because it's actually very, very interesting. And baby, I'm just getting started with August 2022. It's reset month. And it is a typical reset month, but this is a reset month with a difference this year. So definitely check out August 2022 on Empress Justice Tarot YouTube. I erroneously put it in two parts because, as you know, Empress Justice likes to keep it at a 2-hour limit for my lives. And I mistakenly thought that I wouldn't be able to fit in 2 hours, but if I'd have just continued with the reading on the 1st of August, then I would have had a 2-hour reading, like just a little bit away from that. I would have had a 2-hour reading. So yeah, go ahead and check that out anyway. There are lots of gems in there that you will love. Hey, I'm going to wave to this guy because he showed up. All right, so, oh, we actually waved for a change. Okay. So things are going all right for me at the moment. I'm making a lot of big plans over here, which is why I haven't, well, not big plans, but I'm making some fairly big-ish plans. Well, they are for me. So that's why you haven't heard from me over the last, couple of days, I think. It hasn't been that long since I haven't been doing videos. Oh yeah, Nerve Gorilla, aka Shut Up Mum Bog Off, linked me to another video. Was I wrong? A narcissist never quits. I was right. And speaking of narcissists, I've got to talk about, once again, I've got to talk about family upstairs. What happened was when I was doing some manifestation work, because once again, the little girl thought I was going to put a curse on her. She started screaming. Well, she only did it once. So she basically screamed to try and give me a fright so that I could stop doing what I was doing because she thought I was putting a curse on her. I think it's when she called me the M word. And I started doing some manifestation work in my home. It actually had nothing to do with the family. It actually had everything to do with personal wishes and desires of my own. It actually had nothing to do with them, but because the family's narcissistic and paranoid, of course the little girl thought that I was putting a curse on her for calling her the M word, for her calling me the M word. Like, they just think everything is about them. Yeah, okay, so targeted Tony is, yeah. Of course he did. Of course he did. That's why I blocked him. Every opportunity, I block him. I block his minions. Any spare accounts that, I see him on, block, 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 block. You ain't getting no, I'm just laying that boundary right there. Because that's what you got to do with a narcissist. You got to just block everything. You just got to deny them a voice. And what will happen is that they'll get more desperate and they will find new ways to expose themselves. So that's how I deal with narcissists. Now, coming back to the narcissist family that I'm dealing with here. The little girl said the M word. And once again, she acted like she was the only one who was saying it, like as if her mum wasn't saying it or her aunt wasn't saying it. Trying to casually drop it in conversations in a bit to try and trigger me, as if the N word was what was actually triggering me. As if people haven't been breaking into my house when I've been out and potentially contaminating my shit. Like, there are a lot of things that could make me angry. A stupid little girl screaming once is not gonna make me hex somebody. If I wanted to hex somebody, it's been 9 months of solid harassment and smear campaigns and mind games and even break-ins. So if I was going to do that, if I was going to hex anybody, like, wouldn't I have done it by now? The only thing that's happening is you are cursing yourself with your bullshit. Because clearly, as a collective, hatred means more to you than love. Hating me, making people feel like shit is more important to you than the people that you actually love. And again, I can't blame the little girl for this, because that's what she was raised by. It's a whole family of people who prioritize hatred and prioritize bigotry and prioritize lies and weakness over each other. That's why they keep giving each other shit. That's why they keep stressing each other out. That's why they keep fighting and arguing and yelling with each other, because it's all about how, it's all about the fact that they hate themselves. And don't get me wrong, I get where they're coming from. I hate them too. But that hatred is literally so much more powerful than their love for themselves or their love for each other. So of course they're going to keep bullying people or bullying me when they feel like they can't get a reaction out of me, because they don't know what else to do. Now, this picture, every single time something goes wrong with that family and that little girl does something that breaks the straw on the camel's back, what people like to do is they like to turn around and say that I'm committing vengeance against a little kid, or I'm threatening kids, or I'm trying to scare kids. Now, this is the thing. Just because the kids are the straw that break the camel's back, what about the big fucking whopping pieces of straw before them? Is nobody thinking about what the adults have been doing? You see, this is the thing. This is a favorite tactic of narcissists, right? Or the favorite tactic of people who are doing wrong and they know they're doing wrong. If there are children involved in a situation, what they like to do is, in order to try to swallow less guilt and in order to try to appeal more people, they will make out like this person is a danger to my children. This person is a danger to my, my little ones. Let me get on this video right now. I have only ever said I want to beat the mum's ass and I want to beat the aunt's ass. That's all I have ever said. Let me get on this live and let me get on all the other lives. I've only ever said I wanted to beat the adult's ass. Nothing to do with kids. When I'm in that space of rage, of blind rage, do you know how much those children do not feature in my mind at all? I can't even think about it. When I'm in a fucking blind rage, I can't even think about that shit. All I can see is the adults and what I want to do to them. That's all I can see. I can't see anything else. But the fact of the matter is that a big black woman and a little white child who has been scared of this big black woman for 9 fucking months, it's too irresistible for this village not to pick up. Do you understand what I'm saying? But this is what narcissists do. They hide behind the children. They hide behind, oh, this person's a danger to children. Oh, this person's a danger to children. And it's not like racism is really celebrated around here, but it's not a deal breaker. But there's something else as well. So the factor of using the child to justify their, the adult's bullying behavior or the adult's reckless behavior or the adult's hateful behavior, that's a big factor that plays into this. The more that I'm painted as somebody who who just wants to hurt and ruin children for the slightest misdemeanor, it's convenient for them. Because then any adult spreading around gossip about me, engaging in smear campaigns, when those children go to school and spread rumors about me, it's less guilt to swallow if they can convince themselves that I'm explicitly a danger to children. Now, I walk my talk. I don't sugarcoat anything. If there is anything about me that's a flaw, I'm going to let you know. And me wanting to beat somebody's ass at all, that's a flaw. It doesn't make me look good. It doesn't make me look like a badass. It makes me look flawed. Because it is flawed. But these are special circumstances in which this family would have been here for 9 months from tomorrow. 9 months of racial slurs, 9 months of screaming, 9 months of false accusations, 9 months of smear campaigns, 9 months of mind games, 9 months of break-ins. Nine months, 9 fucking months. And what have I been doing in all of those 9 months? I've been making videos, sure, talking about how I really feel. But beyond that, I've been doing my best to do my tarot readings, you know, get my money sorted out, because I don't want to be on benefits the whole time anymore. Like, I'm getting older. I'm not that fucking young anymore. I don't want to be on benefits for the rest of my life. And then I've got important people that I'm talking to. You know, I'm supposed to be engaging in an anti-war effort. I haven't even been in touch with them in so long. I've got to get in touch with them again. And then on top of that, I've got important people to talk to about, you know, everything to do with the 5G and the electronic weaponry. On top of that, I've got important people to talk to. I've got important research to do. I've got so much on my plate that I do not have the fucking time to go around to people in this village and talk shit about this family. If this family want to talk shit about me, I'm going to say the same thing about them as they do with Nerve Gorilla. They can say what they want, because the truth is going to come out anyway. It doesn't matter. They can say what they want. A lie travels fast, but the truth sticks. And people don't like to be made to look stupid. But then I have to consider some other factors in what's been going on, like in the past 9 months. So when it coming back to that whole, oh, she's an endangerment to children. What I'm trying to understand is the same person that's accused of being an endangerment to children, or taking revenge for screaming once, or taking revenge for laughing once, or taking revenge for like, the same family that are talking about that, or the same people that are trying to paint me as ultimately a child abuser. It might not be a sexual thing, but, or a fucking depravity thing. Ugh, I hate even saying that. All right, so it might not be a sexual abuse thing, but for my mind, if you are bullying a child, then it's child abuse. I don't care if it's emotional. I don't care if you're threatening to beat their ass. It's child abuse. It's child abuse. Let's be real. So if you're going to paint me as a child abuser to people, and I know you've painted me as a child abuser to people because other people in this village have been talking about it, my thing is, in the entire 9 months that you've been saying all that shit, why has nothing been done? And there are 4 things in play here. The first thing is that they don't like this family. The village don't like this family because this family are obnoxious. It's one thing to be racist. Plenty of people are racist and get away with it. Plenty of people are, you know, ableist and get away with it. They get away with it all the time. There are people who do that and they're popular and they're perfectly okay. You know, they get away with it all the time. But these people can't get away with it as much as other people get away with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, first, this village don't like this family. That's the first thing. The second thing is that when it comes to things like this, the narrative of a big black woman terrorizing a little blonde white child, that narrative is too irresistible to ignore, like I said before. And even if people around the village are not going to do anything, they'll still talk about it because, you know, it's a good story and it takes away from the pain and mundane reality of their own lives. The third thing is that the third thing is that you know, there are some people who, I don't know, but those are the only 2 things I can think of. I thought of 4 things this morning, but as it turns out, the only thing I can think of is 2 things. The first is that you know, the narrative is irresistible. Oh, that's the second thing. And the first thing is that they don't like the family. That's 2 reasons why nothing's been done. So for me, what I'm getting out of the situation is that everybody who this family have been spreading rumors to me about, they know that it's most likely to be a lie. They know that the narrative that I'm this deranged person who thinks that people are stalking her and thinks that people are following her and torturing her and stuff like that. Having this picture painted of me of being this deranged person who doesn't know her ass from her elbow. The people spreading rumors, helping these people spread rumors, they most likely know it's a lie. But they're spreading it anyway because it takes from their own lives, and it takes from, you know, like I said, the boringness and the, well, boringness isn't really a word. It takes away from the boring reality and the pain of their own lives. So they're quite willing to spread it around even if they don't really believe what's going on. So that to me is like, it paints a picture as to why, if people really, really thought that I was going to bully and threaten kids and take revenge on kids, then why has nothing been done? Because that family are not liked. And deep down, I think the people that they're spreading rumors to, they know that shit is a lie. And they know that my flaws have been blown up to hyperbole, but they don't care because it gives them some distraction away from their own lives. And I forgot the third and fourth part of this, but, you know, memory loss and all. 5G plus fucking targeted weapons, it doesn't make for a great memory. So, yeah. That's at least 2 reasons why nothing's been done in the last 9 months, in spite of me being painted as somebody who's a fucking child abuser and shit. It's because people know that it's a fucking lie, and they know that it's really the adults that are responsible for everything. It's got nothing to do with the children. If that child was scared of me laughing 9 months ago, she didn't get that out of nowhere. She didn't get there by herself. The little girl literally turned around to the mother and said, "You hate black people." And and what did the mother yell at her for? The mother didn't yell at her because she was saying the wrong thing or she was telling a lie. She yelled at the kid because the kid outed her loudly. Just like that kid always does. She always outs her entire family loudly. So all of this is to do with the adults. Don't get it twisted. It's been 9 months of pure terrorism from start to finish. It'll be 9 months tomorrow. But trust and believe, there is no way this village don't know that everything is lies. There's no way this village don't know that this smear campaign is bullshit. There's no way they don't know. It's been 9 months. It's been 9 months with the back and forth, 9 months talking about the theories, 9 months talking shit, and nothing being done. You mean to tell me that somebody who wanted to leave because of your family is a danger to your family? I've asked to leave how many times? And every single time Brighton and Hove have ignored me because they wanted to convince themselves that my mental illness was behind it. And they know that's a lie, but again, they want to keep that lie going because it's easier than dealing with the reality of the situation. Because if I'm the mad woman and I turn out to be wrong about gang stalking, I turn out to be wrong about electronic weaponry being used on a small percent of the population, if I turn out to be wrong about all those things, if I turn out to be wrong about Havana syndrome, eroding people's organs, literally, if I turn out to be wrong about 5G and, you know, all the harmful stuff that's been, what changes? Nothing changes. Nothing changes. What changes if I turn out to be wrong? I'm still going to be on the mental health list. I'm still going to be on the mental health list. I'm still going to get my benefits. I'm still going to have, but if I'm telling the truth, what changes? Every fucking thing. It means the nature of psychiatry changes. The nature of the defense industry changes. The nature of my own mental health and how it's diagnosed changes. The benefit system changes. How people receive their money changes. The way people are fucking profiled for crimes changes. If the truth comes out in a way that is disadvantageous to the people making money from it, everything fucking changes. That's why it's easier for Brighton and Hove Council to say that if I want to leave because of this family, it's down to mental illness and not just down to the fact that these people have been terrorizing me on and off for 9 fucking months. That's why it's easier for people in this village to spread around that I'm the mad lady who goes around threatening people and goes around, screaming for no reason or arguing for no reason. It's easier for them to do that because if they were to confront the truth about everything that's going on, everything would fucking change. And not only would they look stupid, they would lose a lot. People know around here. They know what I am. There has been 24/7 surveillance on me my entire life. If I was the predator, the apex predator that everybody made me out to be, you don't think something would have been done by now? You don't think that somebody would have, either two things would have happened. Either I would have been snapped up to be an agent myself, or law enforcement would have came and snapped me up a long time ago. Instead, neither of those things have happened. Neither of those things have happened. Do you know how long it took for me to be sectioned? How many years after I uncovered the TI thing, how long it took me to be fucking sectioned? Please stop. Everybody knows that I'm telling the truth. People know. The same thing happens with every narcissist neighbor that I run into. I mind my business. They create some narrative based on the little bit of nugget of information that they can get, especially if I don't talk to them. And then what they do with that is they go around spreading rumors about me. They go around talking shit about me, leaving their own part in what they've done out of the conversation. So they spread this rumor about me that I'm a villain that likes to start shit. And then what happens is that I speak my piece, and then everybody laughs at my theories at first, but then they start to notice the behavior of the other people involved who have started talking shit. Now they're starting to notice that this person's obsessive. Now they're starting to notice that this person's hateful, even when I'm not doing anything. Now they're starting to notice that certain parts of their story are not adding up. And guess what happens? This is when people who are spreading the rumors about me start to realize that I'm telling the truth. But they'll either do one of two things. Either they'll be in complete fucking denial and they will stand by the lies no matter what, because they can't face the reality of making themselves look stupid. Or they will realize I'm telling the truth and they will walk away. That's happened too. This ain't my first rodeo, cowboy. This ain't my first fucking rodeo. It happens all the time. Narcissistic people are very, very good weaponized irritants because they genuinely feel like they're good people even when they're not. And the terrifying thing is they actually believe their own shit. They think they're good people when they aren't. That's the thing about narcissists. They think they're good people when they're not. Think they're decent people when they're not. Think that they're just good people trapped in bad situations. No, you're just normal. This is what happens when you're a normal person who gets on with it. You fuck up. And you make life harder for everyone around you, including yourself. That's just called being normal, mate. That's just called being a normal human being. This is what normal human beings do. But again, a narcissist never quits. A narcissist never quits. And in the meantime, if there are any children around, you're damn right they're going to be weaponized in this war to try to make me look bad or to try to make everybody else hate me. But there's one thing that they are never prepared for. There's one thing that they're never prepared for. Never, ever prepared for. The perps are never prepared for the fact that if it comes down to me telling the truth and having people like me, I would rather tell the truth. Quiet as it's kept, it means a lot to me that people like me and that people want to know who I am in a positive way. It means a lot to me because I'm a human being, right? But if I have to choose between people liking me and me speaking the truth, I'm going to speak the truth. The truth comes first. The truth comes first. Even if it makes me look bad, even if it makes me look like somebody you don't want to get to know, I would rather tell the truth about myself and who I am than fucking like allow people to like me or try my best to make people like me or try my best to prove that what people are saying about me isn't true. If people are lying about me, I want the lies to speak for themselves. I'm not going to sit here and try to fucking refute anything. I'm not going to sit here and do that. If people want to lie about me, they can lie about me. The truth will come out eventually and the truth will stick. And those who choose to be in denial or choose to go crazy or choose to be skeptical or choose to accept the situation, they will reveal themselves. They will reveal themselves. Got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me what people say. They want to lie about me, they can lie about me. I don't give a fuck. But a narcissist never quits. A narcissist never quits. You saw. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw Targeted Tony's comment below. Targeted Tony is still being harassed. I'm still being harassed. A narcissist never quits. That's why they make such good perps. And they will use the vulnerable. They will put the vulnerable, you know, children or really disabled people, really badly disabled people, really vulnerable people at the altar of their fuckery as a sacrifice for what they have to do. Anything to ease the guilt or to diminish their own part in you know what they've done to people. Anything to do that. And this whole village knows it's a lie. This whole village knows that, you know, even though I have been very, very angry and I've had some very dark emotions that I haven't hidden from anybody, even though they know that, this village knows it's a lie that I would just go around just making trouble for people. This village knows it's a lie. They don't care it's a lie. Because it gives them something to focus on. That's why nothing's been done. Like, through all the rumors that have been spread about me threatening children and these children being scared, nothing has been done. Again, if I really was a perp or I really was the danger to society that everybody painted me as, it doesn't matter how fucking belligerent I get with the police would have done something. And it doesn't matter how belligerent I would have got with the perps would have hired me. But neither of these things have happened. Neither of these things have happened. Think about that. You know, you mean to tell me a big black woman fucking gets accused of fucking abusing like little white children and nobody's gonna do shit in a fucking village in which racism ain't a deal breaker? Get the fuck out of here. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. No, this has got nothing to do with the child. Well, almost nothing. The child might be an annoying little shit, but they're still a child. The children might be annoying shits, but they are still children. I've said that so many times. It's the adults that have to take responsibility for their shit. You don't just get to fucking do this horrible shit in front of your kids and expect your kids to behave like model citizens. You don't get to do that. You don't realize that? You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to treat your children like shit and treat everybody else like shit and have these children be model citizens. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. I had a whole thesis in my head. I should have written it down, man. Should have written it down. I've got to write these things down because my memory's fucked. Because all the 5G shit and then all the targeted, all the remote electronic weaponry being fired at my head every day. I really got to write this down because my memory's fucked. But, yeah, people know it's a lie. That's what I realized throughout every community here. When people like you and they believe you, they will do anything to protect you. I hate this family so much, I wanted to leave within the first 2 weeks of them living here. And, as for other people in this village, they're not their fucking friends. They're not their fucking friends. They are there to fulfill a certain purpose, and that's all they're there for. They don't like that fucking family. They don't like them. Nobody likes them. Because if they, trust me, when you like someone, when someone makes you feel good, you will do anything to protect them. You ain't just going to stand around talking shit. And especially if you feel like that person that you really like and would go down for is telling the truth. There's no way in hell. You kidding me? Everybody knows it's a lie. The people have known for decades that my mental illness has been used as a prop to deny all crimes against me. And people have been knowing that children have been thrown up as sacrificial lambs to the altar of narcissism in order to cover up the crimes of the adults. People have been knowing that. They just don't care. Because again, it detracts from the pain of their own lives and the dullness of their own. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't even hate me like that. I'm just the fucking village entertainment. That's all I am to people. The village entertainment. Don't nobody fucking hate me like that round here. They don't know me. I've got to comb this. Got to make sure I look spiffy. But yeah, they don't know me like that. They don't know me to hate me like that. Most of the biggest problems that I have had with people are people that barely know me, that treat me like they're an obsessed fan. Ugh. Anyway, I gotta go. I think I've ranted enough and repeated myself enough. I gotta go, babes. Yeah, I've got to prepare. There's so much to prepare for. I've got so much research to do, and yeah, let's see what happens. But shout out to Targeted Tony for dropping in and adding his 2 cents. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye. Mwah.